Before women,
Oral.
oral they get light too. Ugeli they get light, but not be all part for Ugeli they get light, but they get light.
They get light.
Because it's big.
No, I said in Ugeli,
Yes.
almost 90% of Ugeli gets light.
Like they keep on deceiving us. They will bring light for 2 days. They'll switch it off. When they won't ask for NEPA bill, they will come ask them. They will bring bill for us to go pay. So when they won't say the issue we get now, NEPA bill we get. Now there I can't start. I say no. My pikin, when I'm born, never fit sharp NEPA. Say up NEPA. My turn and the sharp up NEPA. Look children of this generation in my local government, they have not experienced light for 247. Not when pikin don't sleep, you will bring NEPA. You will be like after 12, won't take light after 4.
Sleep.
And you don't sleep. I know, yeah, you know, but you know, I want to say light day. You will just sleep when say fan is blow and finish. During my time, I dey see light morning, afternoon, evening. I dey enjoy light. I know they call NEPA as a child, as my time then. And we don't come talk about this matter. Me and my friends, me and my colleagues, when we know we want the good of Patani local government. I call them the Juju boys because we talk truth. I know they lie. I talk truth.
So what are you going to do now?
Firstly, because they had a meeting on Palace 3 days ago, 2 days ago. So they are working on it right now. So let me say I will pray that this effort that they are working on it should stand. So that will be an issue in my time. But I will keep on putting the bill in my time.
Please, don't be annoying. Is there a corruption around this
light section?
Yeah, this light section.
I believe so.
So how do you tackle this corruption?
During my time, I will checkmate it myself.
Checkmate it yourself?
Yes, myself.
Okay, no problem. Remember, that was what we were unable to ask our present House of Assembly member, which is Emmanuel Sebe.
Yes.
That then he was just saying there were no room for us to come and give him interviews. Yes. But he was just saying we know what the other people they do, and then they do, and we know what we do now. But now he's in power, and we have not seen what he has done. And most of us are friends to you, and we want your section to be one of the best in Patani local government area. So let's go the area of ethnicity. Very important. You know, there is this thing in Patani when they will talk, say this person is from here, you know, if you confess, you know, really get share of some dividends, so they come the LGA. And most of us that maybe we are related to here, and our parents can't decide to come here to come establish themselves. It's also affecting us in one way or the other, where they'll say this a woman picking, this a sister picking, we know if you share this thing, give them. During your time, how do you condole or how do you eradicate such indiscipline? Because I call it an indiscipline.
This one is not my power. You know why? Like, this is the traditional, let me say, traditional system. So it's not my power. And we have a king.
Okay. No, can I drive you to the constitution? Constitution of Nigeria said where a man or a woman has resided for over 10 years, automatically he becomes part and parcel of those people, and he has a right to be involved in any activity of those people. So, is it why?
Sorry to cut you short. Make I make my people understand. This is what you talk. So I see the white man and bring the system when he talk, when he tell me to this.
Okay.
My papa before the time, my ancestors. Woman became for a year. Patani here, my local government too. You not get say, you not get power. And kings don't pass. And lies still there. The only thing I will do be say, I will talk to my king. Because this thing is not they make somewhere grow. When they neglect woman king.
Not when you neglect some certain kind of people.
Yes, like most no, man cannot be woman. A woman picking, a woman child of contest.
It falls back to the woman child.
Yes, a woman picking of contest currently now for Patani. But not like that for Kumbo. The Kumbo houses, woman picking fi contest. Anybody that the rest of too my senior committee. There in take local government chairman.
government chairman come.
Yes.
So how are you going to?
I will talk to my king. I will meet him one on one. I will plead with
So
him.
meaning that is within you and the king
Yes.
and the monarch.
Yes.
Let's use the custodians.
Yes, of tradition.
Of traditions.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. Talking about the food security. If you check the federal government, this administration led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu,
Yes.
they have made it a must and a policy that it should grow Nigeria, buy Nigeria, support Nigeria, patronize Nigeria. But now there's a challenge. The local government areas in Nigeria, only few engage in food security because this is one major in which we can grow Nigeria, patronize Nigeria, support Nigeria. So how do you embark on this food security, most especially on our common foods? Because a man who is hungry cannot go to work, cannot even learn, cannot go to school. So how do you tackle this food security? How do you make Patani a food hub? So how do you tackle this food security? What are you going to put in place? Is it in agriculture? What are you going to put in place so that Patani can also, so that people can be patronizing Nigeria and Patani? Support, you know, we have vast land. We have land. We have places where we can grow rice and all that.
Firstly, I will go with this. Let me see agriculture. The farming system.
The farming system,
Yes,
right?
I'll go with the farming system. With the farming system, I know like 6 months, 6 months, let me say yearly basis. If it's on Gary, we'll be having Gary always. So let me say we are always on this cassava system, the Gary system. So I'll go with agri farming will be the best for Patani. Like buy big, the government like buy big place, big machine, like making let me see, like they own what are they calling this? Apart from Gary, this
Rice.
no rice, the potato too. Yam, we have good place to plant yam too. Let me say the farming, the agri will be the best.
The agricultural
System. Because I know someone was doing this before he left the commissioner office.
Okay.
Yes, in Agoloma in the Kubo houses there. So I'll work on that too.
You will continue it.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. All right. In the area of economy, how do you do to grow Patani economy? You know, the other day I went to the Patani markets when they were still on. That was when I made that video where I told the chairman that you have concrete this place. These other places need to also be concreted because why is like it's more or less it's like you're telling us that here's a boundary within Sabama and then Patani. But even if it is within Sabama and Patani, it's in Patani now. It needs to be concreted. So what will you do to enhance, economic growth in Patani local government area?
The economic growth. Firstly, that market is supposed to be also is our income. It's also our income.
Yeah.
In Patani local government. Yeah. Because I knew when the tax being
Coming out from there.
Yes, from there. So firstly, the road the local government chairman did is not a bad one. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good
I
one.
acknowledge him. I told him that he did a very nice job.
Yeah, that is a very good job. Then the other thing I'm going to say about this market issue, the economic issue, still is the same agri farming. If everybody going there, maybe you or put your
Sir, let me draw your attention. During the flood, 2022 flood, something happened. Something caught up our sites. I don't know if you got that, but I got that.
Okay.
On that bridge, there was a lot of economic flow there. And for like the Ogelina, they told the market, there is no day you go there that the market is not on.
It's always on.
It's always on. So what will you put in place to make sure that market is more or less, how will you communicate to your local government chairman to make that market a day-to-day to strengthen the economy of Patani local
Well, we already have
government?
already have a day-to-day market in Patani local government. That is which is on that bridge.
Yeah.
During the flood, I was there too. So what I'm going to do, I'll work with the local government chairman. What we are going to do, there will be a building there. Like it should be a daily market on a daily basis.
Okay, so many
stores.
you're going to build stores to subsidize the renting of stores.
Yes, that is going to be our revenue and it will come to us soon.
Yeah.
So let's say it's going to be a daily market. Before you go a normal traditional market, which is 80 days, right? From 20 days now is now 80 days. So that will be a daily market. So anytime, anything, and there will be a full security
Okay.
also there, so that nobody will be, I'm afraid to put in the market.